Matt, how to sum up some general advice for startups, how to get involved into the internationalization of the business?
Okay, so I think the first thing is realize that what sells here in Slovenia, only a small portion is going to be reasonable outside. So be prepared to cut away 80% of your success locally.
Okay.
Number two, so smaller is better. Smaller is easier to sell, and selling is going to be your biggest barrier.
Okay.
With that in mind, the next thing, not having a product, it's easier to have a conversation with potential customers. Go as a journalist. Ask them whether you should invest in their market, whether they see potential with the ideas that you have. So remove the website that's in their language. Remove the brochures. Don't show them a prototype.
So acting like a journalist, asking for help, this always is a good advice.
Really, really easy. As soon as you have a product and customers fear that you're going to ask for money, that's when they start to become very difficult to talk to, and this is also when they're less open about what they're doing. So you'll learn more during that journalism phase than you ever will for the next years once you start selling.
Okay. What is your advice on seeking for a partner? What should the startup expect from a partner? When to use a partner? How to use a partner?
Okay. There's basically three things. So I like breaking down a partner into the three things that they can bring to the table, or three parts of the sales process. So one is discovery, connecting you to a potential customer. So customer understanding what you do. The second is educating the customer. You're probably doing something that he's not aware of. You're not just another company selling normal house paint. You are a special company that does something else. So there's almost always an education component to what you do. And who's going to educate that customer and explain to them why this is different, why this is worth the money, or why or how it works. And then the third component is the transaction. Who are they going to pay money to? Who are they going to believe that they're not going to use their credit card illegally, or how is this going to be easy and simple and somebody they already know? So if you break those three in there, you can imagine a partner that does one, two, or three things. What you'll find is in a startup phase, that education is always you. There's just nobody else can do it. And the second thing that happens during that education process, this is where the customers feed back to you. And you suddenly discover what was the thing that was fundamentally wrong with your business. Right? Every startup, you have 1 to 3 things that are wrong with it if you're going to be successful. Nobody has 0. It's just lottery winning odds. Okay. So you hearing that firsthand, you're going to get it. When an agent or a partner tells you this, you're not going to fundamentally change the business. So you're dangerous there. So that middle portion is a no-go zone when you're a startup. The discovery is probably the most valuable, and you ought to pay for that. Somebody should earn something from that. And then the last thing is the transaction. You typically start to figure out how you remove barriers by doing this. At the beginning, you don't need to worry about this. As you start to gain momentum and you start to realize why some people are not buying, you find solutions. Just know that you can buy any one of these services a la carte. You don't need to get them all in one partner. And be wary of any partner that wants to sign big complex contracts and long-term relationships at the beginning, because you don't know exactly how you're going to handle this.
And this is also your advice when seeking for a distributor. So how to find a good distributor? What are the points, what are the signs that you find a good distributor?
Again, distributors, so the world's changed, right? It used to be the factory would contact a distributor who would then contact the store, and the store would sell to people. Stores don't spend time educating customers and convincing customers about something new. They do it the other way around. Now what you have to do is go on social media, on websites, on whatever promotion, advertising, whatever you're going to do to create interest in the customers. And then the customers are going to go then to the stores and to the distributors and ask for something like this. And then they're going to ask the distributors, which is then going to come back to you. So you need to do things backwards. This is the world we live in right now. So if I wanted to sell a new type of soy sauce to Mercator, I don't want to talk to the Asian food distributor for Slovenia. I want to start promoting my soy sauce on the Tržnica directly to customers and get them to ask Mercator to carry this. And then I'll find the distributor who will help me make that happen. I'll have a much better negotiating position, I'll get better feedback, and I'll have a much higher chance of success.